Shobhika, understood? Yes. Okay. So see, the program is for I in range. Students, just to note down these programs, you can execute by yourself. Okay. For I in range, from starting from 1 and ending with the 29. Okay, the 28.
9.
So you have to mention 29. The step value
3.
3. Yes. So if you give like this, you can print everything, whatever the thing you need. Then in the print statement, you can give like this, print I. Okay, students, clear? This will execute your program and produce this output. Okay, and in the separator, you can include this one, end equal to like this. Okay, so this is for formatting. So everyone knows this. Okay, always use this thing. Then only you will be get output in the same line. Okay, otherwise everything will be displayed in a different lines. Okay, students, understood? This is the program for first one. Students, this kind of program. So you should mention 29. Okay, so students, just to listen, this 1 is the starting value. So I am mentioning here 1. Then 28 is the last value. So if you want 28 means you have to include 29. Students, clear? Then the difference is 3. Okay, see, in between 1 and 4, the difference is 3. And 4 and 7, the difference is 3. And 7 and 10, the difference is 3. So like the common difference is 3. That is also incrementing, means you have to give that increment here. That 3 value should give here. Okay, then only you will get the output. Students, are everyone clear?
Yes.
Yes, yes, very good. Okay, so this is the program for this first one. Then like this, I am going to give the program for third one, because third one also very easy, but instead of incrementing, we are going to decrement the value. That common decrement is 5. Okay, so the program, listen, for j in range, you can include any variable. Okay, for instead of I am using j, you can use any variable, students. Okay, so starting value, what is the starting value?
100.
100. Very good. Then what is the ending value?
4. 5.
5 we need. So what we should give?
4. 4.
Yes, 4, 4, 3, 0. Up to 0 you can give. Okay. Not only 0, you can give 4 also. If 5 need means you increase one thing. Okay. So then what is the updation? Common
5.
difference minus 5. Common difference minus 5.
Minus-
Don't take 5. It is minus 5. Okay. So then if we want to print the value, same, the print j and end equal to like this. Okay. Students, everyone clear? This is the
Yes.
second
Sir.
program. Sorry, third one. Third one. Okay, the third one. Then the second one, students, listen. The second one, the program is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 up to 256. So this one I already told you, this is the powers of 2. Okay, here you see the 1 is 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3. Like this incrementing up to 2 power 8. Okay. So see 0, 2 power 0 to 2 power 8. So how many times this output showing? 0 to 8 means how many times?
9 times.
9 times.
9
Okay, so
times.
that is the thing we want to set in the for loop. Okay, students, clear? That is the thing we want to set in the program. So for k in range. Okay, so starting value will be 0. Okay, that is the power value we are changing. Power value only incrementing 1 by 1. So power value only we are setting. So what is the end value?
9.
2 power 8 we need, so we have to give 9. Okay, so increment is only 1. So no need to give 1, because the default increment is 1. Okay, students, understood? So 0, 1, 9 or you can specify this 0, 9, 1. Okay, both are same. Students, everyone clear? The default value is 1 only. Okay, these both are same. Students understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So then what we have to print in the statement? We cannot print just k, but we want to print the powers of 2. Okay, that is 2 is the common one. And what is the operator to get the power value? Operator.
Exponential operator.
Double star. Yes, very good. Okay, exponent is the meaning. That was okay. The operator I need is 2 power k. Okay, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2. Like this, it will increment 1 by 1. Students understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So this is the second program. Now tell me, students, anyone tell me what is the fourth program? The same concept. This is in reverse order. From first you see, what is this? 3 power 1. So this is 3 power 0. This one?
3 power 2.
Yes, 3 power 3.
3 power 3.
This one?
3 power 4.
This?
3 power 5.
3 power 5. Okay, so now tell me what we should set in the range. For P in range, what is the value we have to give, students? So from 5 to 0. Okay, 5 to 0. 3 power 5 to 3 power 0. So what is the first value?
243.
5. 5 we have to mention. You cannot specify 243 directly, students. 5 we have to mention because see, this is 5 to 3 power 5, 3 power 4, 3 power 3, 3 power 2, 3 power 1, 3 power 0. So 5 to 0. Okay. So then what is the end value?
0.
0 means 0 will not display. Okay, 0 will not come.
-1.
Okay? -1. Okay.
Minus.
Okay, while decrementing, you have to specify one value higher. So -1 means you can get 0. Okay, then what is the increment? So your updation?
3.
No,
Power
3.
3.
No. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 means what is the difference?
1.
-1. Exactly say -1. Okay. Students, everyone understood? 0, 1, 2, 3 here. This is 1. 5, 4, 3, 2 means -1. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then what is the thing? What is the formula we have to print here? The before program we given 2 power k. Here
-1.
3 by P.
3 power p. Okay, that will produce a correct output. Okay, very good. Okay, this is the program. Students, these are the correct things. Okay, if you don't trust me, just execute by yourself. Okay, if anybody not having computers or no ability, not having anything to execute means okay, just to listen. I will just execute because the homework means students you have to execute. Understood? You have to submit. But everything I am doing means what is the use of that homework? Nothing, right? So see, I will execute this in very fast. I will copy paste all the things. The first program, for loop I in range this one. So I will execute directly. I will show you everything. Okay, see here the output screen. I'm going to execute the entire. Okay, so what is the output? 1, 4, 7, 10, 13 up to 28. Okay, this is the output we required. Students understood? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
The first program. Okay. Then the second one, that is third program. Okay. So third program, what will be the output? 100, 95, 90 up to 5. Okay, see here, this is the program. Students, clear? 100, 95, 90, like this, it will show up to 5. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then the second program, that is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. This is the implementation. Okay. So students, you have to think and implement, because there is no common answer. That I will explain you now. Okay. I will explain you with one example. That is this third one. See, if I execute this the second program, you will get the output 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 up to 36. Okay. So you can slowly execute step by step. Okay, students, listen. So this next will execute one by one. Okay, see, one is the output screen, you see. Then next step, the k value changes to 1, so you will get 2. Then k value changing to 3. Like this, you are getting one by one output. Okay, you can slowly execute everything and you can listen what is happening in the every iteration. Okay, so when it changes to 9 means that this is not in the range, so the loop will terminate. Okay, students, everyone understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then the last program, the 3 power p. Okay. See, if I execute this one by one, you will get like this. So see here, p value starting with 5 and it going to decrement. Okay, you can listen that p value. Next, it will show 81 in the output. Next, 3 means 27, 2 means 9, 1 means 3, 0 means 1. Then it will decrement to -1, but this is not in the range, so it will terminate the loop. Okay, students, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Students, clearly see and listen. These are the simple programs. They will ask in the exam, but you think like this is a bigger program. Don't worry. You see only 2 lines. Only 2 lines you can get the program output. Okay. So this is the simplest program in this computer world. Okay. So whatever the programming language you are taking, at least you need some 5 or 10 lines program for getting this kind of output. Okay, but here you see only 2 lines enough to get this kind of output. Whatever the series, this they will tell as a series. Okay, just you understand what is happening. So you should compare each and every value, the first value and the second value, then second value and the third value. What is the common difference? How it incrementing? Whether it is using any formula. So like this is 2 power or 3 power, like this. Okay. And one more thing I want to tell you, students, you can find that previous year board exam answer papers for all the subjects except computer science in any website. Students, everyone understood? Students, everyone understood what I am trying to tell? You can find the answer papers, that is a previous year students answer paper, board exam answer papers for all the subjects except computer science. Why? Anyone tell me the reason? Students, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Anyone tell me why you cannot find this kind of answer purpose? The first
It's not the
reason,
main subject.
okay, see, the first reason is there is no one solution for every program. Okay, so see, now also you are having 40 students in the meeting. Okay, so if I ask this kind of questions, you can solve by any method. Okay, this is just an idea. Okay, see, I'm going to change one thing I want to tell you. Okay, this one, just take this one. Okay, instead of this method, I'm also going to execute by another method. Okay, so what method? We already know one more thing. So instead of this exponential symbol, we are also having that power function. Okay, that we already discussed in the 11th standard. math module, we are having power symbol. Students understood? 2 comma k means what will happen? Students, 2 comma k.
2 power k.
Yeah, 2 power k is the answer. Okay, so the same output you will get. Okay, but the implementation is different. But you have to import the math module. Okay, import math. Okay, this one already we saw in the 11th standard. Okay, anyway, this is the revision tour. Here also we will see. Okay, this is another kind of implementation. Okay, so for every program, there is no single solution. Students, kindly keep it in mind so that you don't memorize any program. Okay, you at least, so you just need an answer. That's all. You are having lot of methods to execute. Say, I'm going to execute now. So what is the solution for this one, students? This one, right? 1, 2, 4, 8 like this. Okay, so see here, math module, it gets an instance, then k value changing, and we are getting the same result. Everyone listen the output. You are going to get the same output. Okay. So the implementations can be different. So that is what we are not getting the board exam answer solutions. Students clear?
Yes.
Everyone using different method of solving the every problem. And you see, you can change the variable also. For instead of k, you can also use your name. That is also not an issue. Anyway, you will get the output. Here, both the programs are displaying the same output. This program and this program. Both the programs displaying the same output. So, okay. So anyway, they will give a correct, they will give the exact mark for both the answers. Students, kindly keep it in mind. You have to solve, you have to produce the expected output. That's all. Okay, you can use any method. Whatever the methods we are learning in the 11th and 12th standard, you can implement in the exam. Students, everyone clear? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Students, you can ask any doubts. Okay, so when you start asking doubts means then only you will get clear idea. Okay, so you are able to think anything and you can think by any method. Okay, not always use the same method, whatever I am teaching, but you just keep it in mind. These are the methods, these are the idea. Okay, you can implement by any method. Okay, so always I use the simplest one. Okay, so you can use it by any method. See the number of lines also in my program, this is 2. Then the second program, the number of lines is 3. Students, everyone got some idea?
Yes.
Yes.
Once again,
Once again,
nothing, sir, nothing.
nothing. Okay, so just try to understand. Okay, try to understand, think and solve by your own. Okay, so everyone have some different methods of solving. Okay, so these are the different methods, and I already told you. So here everything I solved by using for loop, and you can also use while loop. Okay, right? So by using while loop also you can get the same output. So they will just tell this one. Okay, they won't mention anything. Okay, you can use any method, for loop or while loop, or you can use import math module. Okay, you can use anything. Students understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So so now anyone tell me what is the exact equivalent output method for while loop? This one, this program, this first program. So we have to split it as 3, that is initialization, condition, and updation. Where we have to give the initialization?
I is equal to 1.
Yes, starting one, I equal to 1. Starting itself, we have to give initialization. Then while. Okay,
I
while
is equal
I
to greater than or less than 29.
Greater than or less than is equal to 0.
greater than or less than, what is that?
Sir, sorry, sir. Less than or equal to 29.
Less than or equal to
29.
29 or 28?
29.
29, sir.
28 is enough. Okay, if you need 8, exactly you need 28 means you give like this, equal to you are giving, no. If you just giving less than means use 29, less than equal to means you give the exact value 28. Okay. So if you give 29 also, it will produce the same result. But what is the meaning of exact value? We are reducing one iteration. Okay. It will check, no, without anyway not going to display, but it will check. Okay, we don't need to waste the time. Okay, so see the same program we have to give inside the while loop. Then updation. What is updation?
I is equal to I plus
I
3.
equal to I plus 3. Okay, very good. That's all. This is the equivalent while program. Okay, so just I'm going to copy, paste in the Python tutor. You see here, I equal to I plus 3. Same, everything will execute, and you see the same output you will get in this program. Okay, so one by one I will execute. This is the advantage of tutor website. You can see the output of every iteration. Okay, every time. See this symbol, students, you see this symbol, it keep on moving. What line it executes, it will change. That is the flow of execution. Students understood? It changes the flow repeatedly to doing the same thing until the condition is satisfied. This is the definition. Okay, you see it is executing. I'm just clicking next to symbol, so it keep on executing the same kind of statements until the condition is satisfied. Okay, once the condition fails, it will terminate. Students understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so like this, students, you already noted all the programs. Okay, so you at least try to give the equivalent program of while for this remaining 3. Okay, remaining 3 at least give and have it in your classwork note and submit while submitting the classwork. Okay, because you already noted everything in the 11th standard itself, but these are the some new things. Okay, because in 11th standard I didn't give any complex programs. Okay, complex ideas. Okay, but in 12th standard you have to know everything, because these are coming under basics. You should know everything. Okay, that is what I am going very slow, so that everyone can understand. Okay, still any students are not understood means just ask. You can use this chat box, or you can use my WhatsApp number. You can ask anytime. Okay, students, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So everyone noted these 4 programs.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so write down in your classwork note, because why I am telling means anyway the same kind of questions I will ask in the exams too. Whatever the weekly test or monthly test or unit test, every time I'll ask this type of questions. So students, you have to think and answer. Okay, anyway the answer is same, but you should have in your classwork note so that it will help you. Okay, so the next concept, I think we completed control statements, but the next concept, one more thing missing is like what we see in the nested if else. Here also we are having nested concept, that is nested for loop, nested looping. Okay, nested, not nested for loop, nested loop. Okay, so what is nested loop, students? What is nested loop, students? Anyone?
Sir, combining of for loop and while loop.
Combining of for loop and while loop. Okay, so don't the exact definition. So that is one loop present in another loop. Okay, one loop present in another loop. Okay, this is a simple sentence, right? So that is we are having four kinds of looping, that is nested loop. You can use any type. Okay, nested loop they will tell, but you can use any method. For example, for inside for. Okay, this is one method. Then while inside another while. Okay, this is second method. Then for inside while. Then while inside for. Students, everyone understood? These are the different nested loops you can implement. Okay, depending upon that your requirement of your program, you can use any method. Okay, so what is the difference between for and while? First, you should know that thing. What is the difference between for loop and while loop? Okay, then only you can implement the program. Okay, so because they won't mention in the exam which type we want to use, but we are having two types, for loop and while loop. Okay, in for loop, that is called if you know exactly how many times the loop will execute. Okay, I already told you that in the this homework program that 1 2 4 8 256. So we should get some idea, that is a 2 power 0 2 power 1 up to 2 power 8. So how many times it will execute? 0 to 8 means 9 times. Okay, 9 times. You know exactly how many times you are going to execute. So those type of questions you use for loop. Okay, exactly know how many times the iteration going to execute. Okay, that type you use for loop. Okay, if you don't know exactly how many times the loop will execute, means don't know means you go for while loop. Okay, students, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that is the only difference. Remaining all are same, and the initialization condition updation will be in the same statement for loop. In while, that will be in different statements. That's all. Because you can ask they can ask this kind of exam questions in the exam. Okay, what is the difference between for loop and while loop? With the example they will ask. Okay, so there you can to explain these two steps, 2 points with some syntax or example program. The same implementation, same output, you can give a program. Okay, that equivalent program. Okay, so now coming back to this nested loop, this is a four kinds you can implement. That is a for inside another for, while inside another while. Okay, so it will be simple when you hear. So for inside another for. So here this second term is the outer loop. Okay, so this for is the outer loop. Okay, this first one is the inner loop. Okay, this for inside another for. Students, understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, so we are having two loops. So for inside another for. This is the explanation. Okay, so like this is a while inside another while. So this one is the inner loop and this while is the outer loop. Okay, so while inside another while, that is the meaning. Okay, are you also having for inside while? For inside while, the meaning is for will be the inner loop, while is the outer loop. Okay, so these are the some theory things or how to implement. So see, for you can use anything for I in range like this. Okay, just I'm going to explain. So then we are going to have inner for also for j, because we need to give two different variables. Don't use same variable. That is if you give I means you have to give j, like this. Different variables you have to give any variable. Okay, for this n1, then inside for n2, like this. Students, understood? This is outer loop, this is inner loop. Students, understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Okay, so in exam point of view, they will ask repeatedly the same kind of questions. That is a pattern type of questions. What questions they will ask? No, they will ask like this. We are having only 3 minutes time. Write a program to display the pattern. Display the pattern like this. Okay, they will ask like this. What they will ask means, first line you have to print 1 star. Second line you have to print 2 star. Okay, then third line 3 star. Fourth line 4 stars. Fifth line 5 stars. Students, everyone understood? They will give this in the exam. I think you already faced this kind of questions in the 11th standard also. Okay, so here say these are number of iterations. See, first iteration, second iteration, third iteration, fourth iteration, and the fifth iteration. Okay, number of lines is the number of iteration, that is outer loop. Okay, we have to specify number of times it will execute. But in every loop, it will display like this. First loop, it will show 1 star. Second loop, it will display 2 star. So these are inner loops. Students understood? These arrow marks are outer loop. These boxes are inner loop. Okay, so you have to set the values regarding to that outer loop and inner loop. Okay, so just listen. So in the outer loop, how many times the loop will execute, students? So 1 to 6. That is 5 times it will execute. So 1 to 6. Okay. In inner loop, what we have to display? So number of times the star will execute. 1 means first iteration means 1 time it will display the star. Okay. So you can set this like 0 comma I, because the first loop I will be 1. So here 0 comma 1 means anyway 1 time the loop will execute. Okay. So students, listen everyone. I am just going to print. Anyway, I will explain the same program tomorrow. We are having only less than 1 minute. Okay. So in the print, I'm going to display the star. Okay. Then you can specify like this. End equal to, just to give this one. Then for every inner loop ending, no, so we have to display in the different lines. That is, we have to include a new line. So this is the statement for including new line. Okay. So just I want to copy and paste in the Python tutor so that you will get the output. Okay. So see here, everyone listen. I will explain you tomorrow also. Okay. See the same program.